What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cloud coming back with another video, and today we gonna be doing album wars. We got a big war today. Boofpaxkmooky with a drop, Glad, Jaydes with his EP drop. That's like 17 songs, that bit an album. Smokingskul, Autumn, and Sgpwes. Now look, your boy got a strike, so I don't have the little timeline bookmark thingamajiggers. If I mess up one more time, the Indian dude that's in charge of the YouTube gonna switch in music my whole channel off the map, so I gotta chill out. But I'm gonna have all the timestamps in the description. So let's get into this jump. The first drop we're gonna be mentioning, Boofpaxkmooky's Glad.
Wait, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had this thought in my phones. Default think he hitting my phone. Lame ass nigga want me on the song. Lame ass we cannot get along.
One of a few albums from Boofpax, I'm thinking his third 22 song album, like most albums today. Pretty long, and some songs could have been cut off, but he did start off this song with a fire intro. I like the little intro that he used, and then it transitioned into magazine. That was dope. Dope first song for an album, but right after that, I think he switched it up way too quick. Something slow at first, normal Boofpaxkmooky things, and then goes to Delirious. He switched the flow up real quick. It kind of threw me off a little bit. And upon listening to this album a couple of times, I feel like most of the songs should be flipped. Like the songs that he put at the end of the song would sound better and should have been at the start of the album, and the songs he had at the start should be at the end. But all in all, I feel like he was just trying to put in as many different prods on this album as he could, because most of these beats are by Da Vinci, and a lot of people don't like when a whole album sound the same, quote unquote. I like when an album has one set sound and then change it up like a song or two. I fuck with that, but most people be like, all the beats sound the same. I rock with it. He was showing his range, but on certain songs he was doing stuff with his voice that I just did not like. It sounded annoying. He had songs with auto-tune, no auto-tune, a little bit of auto-tune. It was all for one for this album. But honestly, this album really doesn't start picking up until you get to FTP. The songs before it, they ain't really showing much of Boofpaxkmooky's skill, where he's best at. FTP is the 8th song, I mind you, and it shouldn't take that long for me to get back into your album. He had me at the start with the intro and then lost me when he got to Delirious, and he was gaining me but then losing me, and then we got the FTP. He had me full on mega balls. One song that really stood out for me was this man was on the Poland flow on one of these songs. He made his voice freaking shake. Nigga had his voice twerking.
Oh, yeah. And I ain't get through no hydro. Yeah. I had to work on bravado, and I'm a jerk like Velato. You niggas get put in the sky though. Yeah.
But if I were to give this album a rating, it was okay. Not his best. I was expecting way more after that EP he dropped last year with Last Man Standing. I expected like beats sounding like that, and there's a few songs that do have that flow and that sound on here, but nah, it's just, if I could get this a rating, I guess like a 5-6. The next album we're gonna be talking about, 16 tracks, Hardrock. Not gonna lie, this man started out the album with a goddamn Bible verse. Poet, out of all the albums that we're gonna be talking about today, he probably had the best intro, and he kept the ball rolling. Right after Poet, another banger. After that, another banger, another banger, another one. No DJ Khaled. Now, I listened to this album like 6-7 times and still feel like I'm listening to it for the first time. It's still fire. This is an album you play on a late night drive. You chilling in your crib late at night. Only 2 songs I really did not like, and it was Barry and Penny. Both had heavy rock influences, and I don't know, it just, those 2 songs kind of took me out the album. Unlike the other songs he had on here that were way better. The only nitpick I really got with this album, I don't think he ended it on a strong note. Like Penny shouldn't have been the last song he put on this album. Maybe like Wave.
Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Nobody gonna stop. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Yeah, got 2 bitches and I love got 2 bitches. Yeah.
Or he should have ended off with Rain Slash.
Don't give me attention like how I get from the others. Eye contact from her, it's way different from the others. I don't think that this is love, but it's somewhere in that range. I'm off of the street, baby. Drugs, high heel pain.
2 perfect songs to end the album off of, but before this tape, I really did not get the hard rock hype. I was really blind to it. I can really see it after this album. This nigga really 101. The rating I got for this album, solid 8-9. Solid. On to the next one.
Bitch, I got this car shop with
We got Smokingskul's first experimental tape, The Skull Effect. No song on this album is over 3 minutes. 13 songs, you can get through this in like basically 5 seconds. Now this album, I would not say is better than his last. I would say his last album is a more well put together album than The Skull Effect, mostly because the beats that he hopped on this album, they were very different, not the norm. You're gonna hear some TDF, but a lot of the beats that he hopped on were unorthodox, most of them brought by Azure. I'm not liking some of the songs that he recorded on these beats that he got. Smokingskul fits best on the TDF, but his hit makers, Jake Hansen. Every time he's on a Jake Hansen beat, it's a hit. I can hear it on the radio. These songs on here, some of them, yeah, they were fire as I don't know what, like Clifford and Sawed Off.
Shut up, run up on smoke, we gon' face his ass. Gang, chopper got lad, we gon' erase his ass. In the trap, Mama Dukes had a sawed off. It was time for that mission and you called off. Tack jab, bitch, I had a log off. Gang, push up, knock his whole block off.
But I can't really hear these songs being played again and again and again. The songs that he recorded on Jake Hansen and Geo We Got Them Bands beats, I can hear myself replaying them over and over, and it's never gonna get old. These songs, He got one rock sample song, High and Lows, sounding like a hard rock / Don Corleo type beat. I would like to hear more beats and songs like that from Smoke. But my favorite Azure beat that's on this album is What You Need. That shit sound like a Mario Kart beat with some fat ass 808s bumping. Shit fire as fuck. But overall, as an experimental tape, it was okay. It wasn't really no misses. If you know how Smokingskul raps, it's not too different. It's mostly just the beats that he doesn't normally hop on. All in all, I'm giving this album a solid 6. Now let's get into one of my favorite drops that I have been playing non-stop. Jaydes, Yen. This man has evolved. I don't know what happened. This man went into a cocoon for a few months and then came out a whole new man. The flows on this album perfect. A lot of these songs I hear a strong XXXTentacion influence, especially like 17 and albums of that nature. But this album, literally almost no misses. I would say this rivals the Hardrock album that had also like 1 or 2 misses. But I would say this is a better project than Hardrock's. But Cloud Hardrock is better. Opium for life. I wear all black and I only get hoes from Twitter. Songs like Dracula, Lay Low, Misery, like there's so many songs on this labeled as an EP, but this shit is an album, bro. This is 17 songs. This is more songs than Smoke, Autumn, and I'm pretty sure Sgpwes as well, but I have never given no other album this. But I'm gonna have to give this a 10. This is my first 10 of the series. Shout out to this light-skinned nigga Jaydes. This reminded me of 17 in a whole new era, and Jaydes is putting on for Florida yet again. Or yet again. Next, we got Midnight Club, Mr. I Can't Drive himself, Mr. I Be Crashing a Lot. Autumn TWINUZIS. Now after Autumn dropping a whole 24 song album, Golden Child Chapter 3, he's feeding us some more with Midnight Club. And to be honest, a lot of these songs were bangers fire could hear on the radio, but weren't as hard hitting. Most of these songs sound like throwaways on a Golden Chapter album, and to be honest, he could have made Midnight Club a short solid EP like he normally does. We just got a whole 24 song album from this man. We don't need no more. I'm saying we already got Golden Chapter 3, and ain't none of his Golden Chapters in my opinion top the first one, and that was only 8 songs. The most recent ones have been longer and still haven't topped the original. But my favorite songs off this album, Chanel and Birkin, Some of Mine, kind of sounded like an antagonist song low-key, Black Truck Greeters. Overall, this wasn't a bad album. Honestly, I feel like it started off kind of mad. It started off strong enough as it should have been, unlike the first Golden Chapter. I did like the message and the outro interlude, whatever fuck that's in the song though. That was perfect. He should have had that at the end, at the start. That would have, in my opinion, made the song a little bit better.
Time, yeah, more freedom. Yeah. That's the most important thing. A lot of y'all are chasing money, chasing freedom. Yeah, the money comes with freedom.
Freedom is the whole everything.
But it's a 7. There's nothing bad about it. It just didn't start off strong enough, and he could have turned this album into a 6-song EP. A lot of these songs could have been cut off. Like if we just got 2 Chrome Necklaces, Black Truck Greeters, Summer My, Ablo, Chanel, Birkin, and Survive the Fall at the end, that's a 6-song EP. That's perfect. We didn't really need the rest of these songs, but motherfucker made a video game cover cause he be crashing. No Paul Walker. This nigga just be doing things. Now last but not least, with the only melodic, no, I'ma kill your mama and your whole family, Sgpwes with his new album, Celestial 2. Now going through this album, you're gonna hear a very different side of Sgpwes. All melodic, no hard bass. Kinda psychs us out with the start. The first song kinda sounds like normal Sgpwes, especially the end where the whole beat switches up and he start talking his shit. I'm not Punchmade, but you get scammed.
All that ran. We got sticks. This ain't count. MP5, it go blam. This ain't Punchmade, he gets scammed.
I remember not too long ago he was complaining that they got him locked up in Arkham Asylum and some more shit. So this album really gives us a little peek inside Sgpwes' mind. Songs like Paranoid, Rehab, Choose To, IV, and many, many more.
We made a promise, we'll keep it low. Keep it low. A few months back, I almost overdosed. On me, wouldn't go down that road. No, can't be mad, cause this the life I chose. Red gaze on your head, it's a bounty. This a edible, this ain't no brownie. Swerving in that Benz, this ain't no ID. Walk in the club, ain't no ID. No, we don't let it fly, need an IV.
Now beat selections on this album, perfect. I used to always say Sgpwes did his best on the hard, heavy hitting beats, but I was wrong. My mind's really starting to change. Even though he does sound like Jaydes, he be doing a little Jaydes ad-libs on maybe like 1 or 2 of these songs. I wasn't really keeping track, but he really has grown into his own star with the hard hitting shit and the melodic shit. He's doing both of them. I can't lie, I really did not hear a bad song on this album. The only songs I really disliked were Decisions and Oh My God 2. Other than that, the rest of these songs were bangers. I really would recommend y'all to go listen to this. If I were to get this album a rating, from all the melodic stuff I've heard from Sgpwes, this is probably the best put together album I've heard. I haven't gone through all his whole discography, so I might be wrong. I give this a solid 6 or 7. I hope to hear more melodic shit from Sgpwes very, very soon. But if y'all rock with the video, let me know. If y'all want me to review the Glock 40 Spaz album and the Isaiah TG album, a lot of people are dropping this month. We eating. Now let's see if we can get this video to 800 likes. I haven't been on YouTube for a little while, but your boy Rainmaker come back. I love y'all, and I'm out there, bit.